Hi, welcome to my presentation about Venezuela. The Tropical República Bolivariana de Venezuela, or the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, situated in the northern portion of South America, is a country rich in history, natural resources, and culture. Emerging from the consolidation of 6 separate colonial provinces that existed in northern South America, Venezuela country consists of 23 states, the Federal Capital District, and the federal dependencies, which collectively include numerous islands located in the Caribbean Sea. This mythical land of El Dorado is the birthplace of such noted figures such as Simón Bolívar, Andrés Bello, and many others. Venezuela's 31 million inhabitants, according to July 2017 estimate, are a very diverse mix of ethnic groups, including Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, Arab, German, African, and numerous indigenous tribes. Reported religious affiliation breaks down as 96% Roman Catholic, 2% Protestant, and 2% other. In addition, this modern republic is home to the second oldest lake, the tallest waterfall, and the highest volume of proven petroleum reserves in the world. Rich in ecological and anthropological diversity, Venezuela produces what many consider to be the finest cocoa in the world. The Republic of Venezuela lies in the northern South America, just above the equator. It's bounded on the west, south, and east by Colombia, Brazil, and British Guiana. Her northern border meets the Caribbean. At her far western edge is the Maracaibo Basin, which includes Lake Maracaibo and the surrounding lowlands. East of this basin is the semi-mountainous Falcon region, from whose northern extremity extends the flat Paraguana Peninsula. Running diagonally along the southeastern edges of the Maracaibo Basin and the Falcon region are the Venezuelan Andes and their eastern extension. The Caribbean Coast Range, southward from this mountain chain to the Orinoco River, stretches a vast plains area called the Llanos. Here are 5 must-do activities if you ever think of visiting Venezuela. Number 1. Angel Falls. Angel Falls is the highest waterfall in the world and one of the highlights of South America. Number 2. Archipelago Los Ricos. Sun-drenched beaches, turquoise water, coral reefs, and modest development with no high-rise hotels are what draw travelers to this beautiful chain of islands. Number 3. Canaima National Park and the Grand Sabana. Canaima National Park covers 3 million hectares and is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage. Highlights in this area are the numerous waterfalls spread across the entire area, particularly in the Grand Sabana near the Brazilian border. Number 4. Roraima. The tabletop mountain of Roraima has an alluring appeal for nature lovers and adventure seekers. Number 5. Parque Nacional Los Médanos de Coro. Médanos de Coro National Park offers surprising sights, with rolling sand dunes typical of a desert scene. This park is a fun place to wander around, slide down the dunes, take photos, and appreciate the diversity of landscapes. The oil in Venezuela. The Venezuelan economy is dominated by the petroleum industry, with the World Bank estimating the oil accounts for 96% of the nation's exports of 2017. Since 1918, the exploitation of Venezuela's petroleum reserves has provided the government with revenues to an extent unknown in other South American countries, although the enormous national revenue has allowed various administrations to undertake the massive public works programs. Venezuela is a country that relies almost completely on its oil income. That didn't make the grade of a problem for a very long time. In fact, the country gained tremendous profits out of it, especially in the beginning of the 20th century. However, oil is not a trusted source of income. Whenever the oil barrel price drops, it can drag a country that is so dependent on it down extremely fast. According to the BMI research, Venezuela Country Risk Report, a sharp fall in oil production and a seizable COVID-19 outbreak have dragged down the country's performance in the economic growth category to the lowest score possible. This video is meant to introduce a country that is mostly overlooked or unknown. It also gives insight to its beautiful nature, diverse culture, and a glimpse at the Venezuelan economy. Here are some questions about the video. Number 1. What countries surround Venezuela? Number 2. Based on the religious affiliation chart we discussed earlier, do you think churches are common in Venezuela? Number 3. Do you think the problem with the Venezuelan oil can affect the country's tourism? Number 4. How did the Venezuelan oil assist the country? Number 5. How can Venezuela's dependency on oil be a problem in the long run? And here are my works cited.